Buncha, all you beautiful people. I hope you guys are having a heck of a Sunday. Click that like, click that subscribe, that share, all that fun stuff that YouTube likes us to do. I'm really excited about this flight. This gentleman, I hope I sent him some stuff that he is going to enjoy today. I think we're going to find a couple favorites in here. Let me know what you guys are drinking. If you're having a whiskey, if you're having some soda, if you're having a beer, because I know the Eagles, is it the Eagles that already played? And then the Chiefs are getting ready to gear up here. See who we got in chat. The Bourbon Engineer. It's always a party with 4-Leaf Whiskey and Marty. It is good to see you, Bourbon Engineer. O'Brien, how you doing? You guys will notice that there is a link pinned in chat. That is a link for a very special stream tomorrow, and I'm going to wait for my guests to get on here, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. Cheers, Mr. Mom 310. Everybody in chat, grabbed a fresh crack. First time pour a Bushmills Black Bush. Oh, you are in for a treat. I really enjoyed that one. You know, Mr. Mom 310, if you like an old fashioned, I actually had an old fashioned at Bushmills in Ireland with that, and it was exceptional. It was really good. Cheers, the man of the hour, Mr. Whiskey Nose Marty. One of my mods drop Marty's link in here if you guys aren't subbed to Whiskey Nose. Definitely give him a follow. Cheers, Dave Vogel saying. Cheers, Stacy. Marty, how you doing, Dave? Sugar Kitty. Cheers, good sir. Multitasking. Let's see who. I think we got, oh, no. The lady with the really cool telescope, Christine Vasco. I love the pictures you've been posting with your telescope. I hope you're getting a lot of enjoyment out of that. I hope the weather's been clear enough so you can enjoy it. Cheers, Eric Gunderson. It is good to see you as always. Let me know if you've gotten into some of that stuff that I got to you. Cheers, Bourbon School. It is good to see you. Amy O'Byrne's Irish Pub. Good evening to all. If you guys are on Instagram, make sure you give O'Byrne's Irish Pub a follow. Old boy Marty, this should be good. Cheers to you. 21090. It is good to see you. Love you, Marty. How are you now? Shorzy season 4 is out. I'm not even done with season 3. Oh man, hanging. I gotta get on it. I gotta get on it. I got distracted by Squid Game 2. Cheers. Ian McCarthy, go Birds. You know, I'm rooting for the Eagles. I want the Eagles to win it all. I'm right there with you. When are the Jameson single pot still coming to South Jersey? You know, I've heard that Jameson is coming, and then I heard it wasn't. So I don't know. I heard it wasn't going to be in the US, but Canada's got it. Then I heard it was. So hopefully soon. Hopefully. All right. Let me introduce my guest. He is the man behind Whiskey Nose. Please help me welcome Marty. Hey, Marty, how you doing?
Hey, fantastic. Thanks for having me.
No,
I've been wanting
thank
to do
you
this
for
with
being
you again
here.
for a long time. So this will be good. Ready to learn something. So
Well, if you want to go ahead and get into sample one I sent you, since I'm already drinking it here, I'm gonna have to pour some more.
I'm just gonna go. I'm going 1 through 5.
Yes, go in that order. When you get to 5, you'll figure out why that one's last.
Okay.
And hey, Chris Tats, how you guys doing?
Hey, Tats, Todd.
So,
Mr. Mom, Bourbon School, the Gunderstruck.
I don't have any rules for this flight. If you want to try to, write down what you think ABV is, anything like that. Otherwise, you could just enjoy it. And kick back.
Yeah, I can do a little guess, but I'd rather you talk me through what I'm doing eventually, and so that I can start picking up from you what these are, because that way I'll know what I'm looking for.
Sure.
This one's very.
The only thing I am going to have you do at the end is rank them.
Oh, sure. I can do that for sure.
With your favorite.
I like one. It's very fruit forward. Tangerine.
One surprised me. I didn't think I was going to like it as much as I have, and I'm glad I got 2 bottles of it.
Yeah, this thing's oily, viscous. It's solid. I don't know. It first nose of the day, so this coming across a little hot. I might be crazy, but hey, uh,
I will tell you, the lowest ABV that I sent you is 46%. So I will give you that.
ooh, that's got a wonderful pepper finish,
Hmm.
spicy.
Nice
Look,
little, like a spicy kind of clove thing going on.
yeah, and it's got a little bit of oak there,
Hmm.
just a shade. Uh, yeah, good call on the clove, spicy clove pepper.
Oh, pouring some JJ Corey the Trio. I like that one, Eric. I have that one and the butt in the follow-up capuchin where they added the Urette cask to it.
I don't
I like that one though.
no idea.
Eric is talking about a release from JJ Corey that was a combination of different single pot still whiskeys and then
Okay,
finished in a Palo Cortado cask.
are those all special order bottles from overseas? Are they in the States or?
Some JJ Corey are in the States. Quite a few of
Okay,
them are.
I've never
Ohio's
seen it.
got 6 of them that are Ohio exclusives.
Oh, okay.
Indiana's got some, but there's 2 of them that are widely available at most Total Wine stores.
All right.
Is there any theme with this blind? Kind of. I know Marty likes bourbon and scotch. So I tried to pick some Irish that I thought he might like, knowing that he is a bourbon scotch guy.
Yeah.
Um, and you'll definitely, when I do the reveal, you'll definitely be able to tell which one I thought you would like because it was bourbon and which one was the scotch.
I like that a lot. And like you said, I see why you have 2 bottles now.
Yeah, number one. Yeah.
I got the feeling that this is. Hmm. I
Hey,
tell you what else,
Slapshot, how you
Stacy. Let
doing?
me throw this at you. I'm gonna
Okay.
throw some price. What I think how much it cost.
Hit me with it.
All right. I think this one. I'm gonna say 130.
Do you want me to tell you if you're wrong?
I tell you what. Let's wait till we get done. Because I'm gonna go back through again. I know that's probably wrong, but just I get the feeling that might be like a. I don't think it's finished. I just think where I get that oaky note from it that it might be one of the Redbreast special releases that I don't know. That's not
So I
right.
will tell you, I've got some single pot still in this flight, some single malt and some blended. So you're running the
Okay.
gamut.
All right.
I've got 1, 2, 3, 5 different finishes.
Okay. So it is
So they're
finished.
all different finish.
Okay. I could explain that fruit forward.
And the lowest ABV is 46%.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Bushmills and club soda with a slice of lime. Like I said, I had never had a Bushmills Black Bush old fashioned. And we were at the Bushmills Inn when we were up in Ireland, and they made us a Bushmills old fashioned, and it blew me away.
Wow.
I'd never thought to try that before.
Huh.
It was really good.
That's interesting.
The nose on the JJ Corey is fantastic. Yeah, that Palo Cortado she used, those casks were nice.
All right. Moving to 2.
Alrighty.
Just to kind of get down the line one time, and then I'll kick it back, and then I'll break it down final time.
Hey, I am totally good with that. I get to drink while you drink, so we can move it right along.
Does malt sound ridiculous on 2?
Malt?
Yeah, a little
No.
bit like malty.
On the nose or on
Yeah,
the palate?
on the nose. No, more. No, it's leather. Sorry.
I get more leather. Maybe,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, I think
Leather's
I just had it
definitely right.
backwards. God, that thing's dark too, man.
So talk about the stream that we've got going on tomorrow.
Yeah, we're gonna. We've got me, Stacy, Mash and Drum. I don't know if Aaron's going to join us, but sorry, Josh from Stuff and Whiskey, Big Vic, Katie and Ethan, me, the Bourbon Engineer is going to be in and out.
And chat, yeah.
Did I miss anybody? I don't think so. But we're going to do a Clonakilty barrel pick tomorrow night at 9 Eastern. That way, everybody that's in different time zones can kind of get in there and make it work for them. But yeah, we've got 3 big barrels that Brian found for us when he went over there that we have the opportunity to choose from, and we're going to see which one we like the best.
I've got the link pinned in chat, so everybody make sure you go over, hit that notification bell so it'll remind you of it. And Brian, I will tell you, I tried to get info out of Sean Scully. I tried to get some super secret info. And I even played the, man, I thought you were on my team game. And he told me nothing.
So you know nothing.
I know nothing. I tried too. I tried to be a little sneaky about it. He told me nothing. So.
Damn.
And I tried. I played the, come on, man, we're Team Irish Whiskey. What the heck? Nope. He said, I want you to be surprised.
Yeah.
Hey, cool running. How are you doing? Hey, Stacy, Marty, and folks in chat, cheers.
I showed that bottle and the thumbnail is double oaked. It's not a double oaked. Just a cool picture. So that's just kind of what's going on.
Well, their double oaked is one of their standard offerings, and honestly, it's a really good bottle.
Yeah.
I have that one. That one in the port. This, gosh, was it a single malt? I remember, I think it was a single malt that they had. That was a green labeled. That one was so flipping good. I've drank them all. You can't see up here. My Clonakilty's all up here, but I think most of the ones that I have left are the private barrel select bottles.
That's right, Brian. Remember, everyone, check out and thank you, Brian.
I don't know.
My father-in-law met him in an airport back in the 70s and said he was just as nice. A lot of vanilla now, fruit vanilla coming off this with a little caramel note on number 2 on the palate.
I could see caramel. I get some chocolate. I get a little hazelnut with that one.
Yeah, that leather's on the nose.
Yeah,
pretty nice.
It does have leathery notes.
A little nutty, which is very good.
Yeah.
Damn, I don't know if I like 2 better than 1. Damn, that's good though. All right, 3 is dark.
3, yeah, there's 3. 3's got some color on it.
Yeah, it does.
Damn. I should have poured more of 3.
What did he do? Throw another pick? Good Lord. Washington looks like how my Lions looked against them last week. Is
the Eagles game over?
No, it's still 4th quarter.
Still going on?
It's pretty much, I think, by score, it's over. I think I'll tell you in a second. I've got it on my laptop.
Oh, you think is Washington winning?
Mm-mm.
Oh, good. I want the Eagles to win.
No, it's 48-23 with 5 minutes left.
Okay. And I don't have a dog in this hunt because
me either now.
The Browns have been long gone.
Yeah, my Detroit laid an egg. Ooh. There might be a little Scotch nose on that number 3 there a little bit.
The nose and the taste of this one are pretty different.
Now I'm getting that vanilla cake again on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't do proof on 2. Let me grab that bad boy.
Yeah, definitely. I think you're going to be surprised by some of the proofs on these.
That might be the lower one.
Hey, yeah, dub rounds. Yeah. If we ever get out of that freaking ridiculous contract, we might be able to have a shot in hell of winning some games. Hey, Bourbon Neophyte, cheers all you magnificent Irish whiskey people. We will be done in time, but Anthony is going live at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. And Anthony, correct me if I'm wrong, you're going to be opening up the Glenmorangie Tale of Ice Cream.
He is, I think.
I am excited to see about that one. My husband finished off the bottle of a Tale of Cake last night. Yeah, vanilla cake, yes, please.
It's nice that those bottles are now becoming better available than they were years ago.
I really like it, and I know it's a super desserty scotch, but I like dessert, so there you are.
There's a reason they make it. Okay, there's another touchdown, I think, for.
Yeah.
Wow, that's hot. Holy hell. That is, yeah. That is definitely warm. I can definitely get that almost tons of cooking spices off that thing.
Kind of not a Kentucky hug, maybe an Irish throat punch.
Woo.
Lot of spice on this one.
Yes.
Real herbal. Like nice mint on the finish.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to go ahead and say I think that's my number one this far. And you'll probably be like, yeah, that probably makes sense. Or maybe not, because I still like one a lot. I do love the leather, though, that you and that chocolate you poured on, too.
Yeah, it's kind of, I get like I said, like a chocolate, almost like a hazelnut or an almond onto, like I said, one, I'm drinking the heck out of that one. I like 3 as well. I did get a backup bottle of 3. You need some cast strength Irish. Well, actually, oh, you're in Arizona. They're not coming to Arizona, but Nevada, if you find yourself in Nevada, they do have Culloden rum and raisin right now. So this is the Hibernian release, but they have the regular one that's 55% ABV, the rum and raisin. And 2 Stacks is coming to Nevada.
Hey, there you go.
And I believe, I don't know if North Carolina is getting them. I think Virginia is.
We've had, what have we gotten here new lately? Some Middletons. I can't remember. Nothing special.
So excited to pour a dram of that ice cream. Anthony, you'll have to let me know when you crack the Culloden. I'll have to jump on and join you.
Oh, pour a dram.
Yeah, I would. If you haven't cracked the bottle, I definitely would open it up. I love Glenmorangie. The freaking nectar door that's a Sauterne. All day freaking long.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it.
I know what term nutty flavors reminds me of. That's what she said.
Wow, that's good. All right, I'm on those 4. Ooh, there's a nice little
McCooligan beam.
Yeah.
All right, number 4. Very different.
Yeah, a little bit lighter nose.
The first 3.
Yeah, definitely got a little more oak sense to it.
That would be, yeah.
That might be, yeah.
Might be the best nose so far.
This one might be like some sort of. I know you said they're finished. This might just be like a bourbon barrel finish or just whiskey barrel.
One of them, I think, technically isn't finished. So 4 of the 5. And this one also has got pretty good color on it.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty oily too, as you guys can. I need to get a better camera. I'm gonna have to get some camera recommendations from you guys.
This one's, I don't know why, but I don't know if it's the lighting or setting on my camera, but on here on StreamYard, I look blood red, but when I'm on Streamlabs, I have to change the color to beef it up. So it's all depends on which. I don't know.
Yeah, I had to change mine. I got different lighting, and all of a sudden I went from like albino to like Oompa Loompa. So I had to tinker, but the Logitech is no longer really cutting it. So
yeah,
definitely need to upgrade. Oh yeah. Oh, you're gonna enjoy. Yeah. So Chris and Lil won the bottle of JJ Corey that I donated in Vic's stream.
Oh, okay.
And it's a JJ Corey that's a triple sherry finish. So it's finished in a Fino sherry, Palo Cortado sherry, and a PX sherry finish. And it's an Ohio exclusive.
Wow.
So I have got that here for you. And we are definitely coming to Kentucky this year. So we're definitely going to hook up with you, Lo. And Chris, I'm excited. Have you tasted 4 yet?
Yeah. I got like, I think it's lighter and proof on the first go.
So 4 is another one. I didn't know how I was going to like it, but after I cracked it, I'm glad I got 2. Although I'm not going to that one as much as I'm going to 1, but
You know what? I don't think
real
it is.
fruity.
This has that keeper's heart feel to me with that bourbon Irish.
I can tell you, so I will give you a hint. These are all Irish. None of it's Irish American.
Okay. I love it.
Yeah,
I think
this
it's
one's
fantastic.
it's jammy, but it's also like a little char, almost like a barrel char going on. It's
It
almost
is.
like tobacco-y.
I can't get off that barrel note, like you said.
Yeah,
I think,
almost like pipe tobacco.
yeah.
Oompa Loompa, what did he do? What camera is best for you, right? Dude, I'm not kidding. I went from like way too pasty and washed out to like orange. It was
Yeah. This shitting camera, this Sony I've got, I don't know what.
No, I'm still rocking my Logitech. I haven't upgraded yet. I upgraded lighting, I upgraded sound, I upgraded the computer. That was the next one. The old computer just crapped out. My husband ended up getting me like a MacBook Pro, and so I'm like, oh great, now I got to relearn Apple again. But it actually is working
That's what
out
I
very
learned.
well.
Yeah. I like it.
Hey, Kilco, nothing but trouble in here. How
Kilco.
are you doing? Brian, are you streaming at 7? I looked for the thumbnail, but maybe I missed it.
Yeah, you're right. There's a sugar jam on this.
It is. It's almost like I said, I almost get like a pipe tobacco because it's rich and it's jammy and it's like a little bit of kind of a burnt note.
It's very. I'm gonna go.
Hanging AZ. I like jammy better than figgy.
Yeah.
Kind of
There
there.
you go.
Kind of there, man. Oh, you're slacking today. It'll be posted soon. Okay. So Brian is going to stream at 7 tonight.
Good. All right. I like that a lot. So that might be I'd have to go back to 2. So I'll give that one 3 stars to start.
Number 4?
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
Yeah, I like that one a lot too.
5. Here we go. Wow.
All right. 5 is very different.
Scotchy, like you said.
Very scotchy. Yeah, there's no getting around.
Yeah, this is
5
awesome.
is nothing about it, says bourbon.
No, you're right. There's almost a marshmallow in here.
I get maybe raspberry cream.
There you go.
Pipe tobacco, need to know what that one is. Hanging. We will do the reveal. And some of this brand, not this specific bottle, but some of them, I believe, are sold in your state. Maybe.
Wow. Holy smokes.
Very different.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even
Still
know.
oily.
I'd have to somebody tell me that there's Irish in this. I mean, I get it, but it's very Scotch forward. It's
So for those in chat, it's peated. That's why it's like there's no mistake, and it's not going to be mistaken for bourbon.
peated. See, that's where when you taste that little bit of peat, you're going to be like, it's no Irish. But then again,
there are so.
I mean, it is.
If you count all the bottles that have any percentage of peated component in them, there are over 80 bottles of Irish whiskey that have some form of peat. Now that's going from everything like the Whistler, the Good, the Bad, and the Smoky that's very heavily like super peated to 2 Stacks that just has 2%.
Okay.
So, but yeah, there are over 80 bottles. There's a lot of peated Irish out there now. I get the pasty about myself a lot. I shouldn't actually. I mean, normally I'm not pasty. I
Except my
mean,
fan.
my grandmother was Cherokee, so I tend to hold a tan pretty well. Um, considering the other part of my family is Irish and German. But the camera just washed me completely out before. And finally I got lighting, and then that completely changed it. So I finally got the settings right on the darn thing.
See, I don't know.
High of 70 degrees in Phoenix today. Yeah, but what is it in the summer?
That's right. Enjoy.
Like 100 in hell.
I'm digging 5, but I think you got to be in a mood for 5.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I would agree with that. I would definitely agree with that.
I mean, like I think right now, 3 is my number 1. I think the proof on this one, I don't know, man, might be about 100, 104 because of that. I don't know that like you said, 96 is the low. I've got a couple more that are floating in there about 96 in my mind. 1 and 4.
See, now I'm gonna have to get my calculator.
Do the
Because this is what
ABV.
happens every time when I do
Mhm.
a challenge and I have to give it in proof. I'm like, wait a minute,
Mhm.
give me a minute.
No, it's okay.
Oh yeah, you know what? That would make sense. Mr. On 310 Bushmills Blackbush reminds him of Bunnahabhain 12 a little. That would make sense. It's a very heavy Oloroso sherry.
Yeah, that one's solid. It just I think
It's a nice one. It is a nice one. But yeah, you'd have to be in the mood for it. Um, it's
that's
got
a
a lot of
smoke
sweet peat
drink,
going on. And the nose does not come off that peaty.
right? And this is a smoker's drink for sure.
Yeah.
If you
Like
wanted
I
to
said, I get a
remove,
lot of like raspberry and cream, and then you get that peated almond in here.
yeah, yeah, that's good.
Anthony, you didn't even hit 55 here in Las Vegas. It was 36 when you got up this morning. 36 was our high today.
I got up to 50.
Welcome to the Midwest.
Okay. I think I'm not gonna. Well, I can if you want me to. I mean, I'm gonna go back through because we've got some time.
We got plenty of time. We
Yeah.
got another half hour. Let's go back through them.
Okay. What I want to do is I want to just 5's. I'm not eliminating 5. I'm just not. I'm not going to rank it against 1 through 4.
It's very different.
Just for that, because I think it's fantastic. So it's not like, it'd be hard for me to put that over what I want the Irish to be. So I'm going to go back to 1
And
and 2.
I think that is part of it when you introduce a peated Irish in.
Yeah.
It's just such an outside element, and it has become kind of a separate category.
Yeah, and you don't want to. I don't know how to say it. Make it overwhelm everything else at the same
Yeah.
time.
Hey, cheers, Brian Toner. Good evening, folks. How are you doing? We are in. We're about to go back through this blind flight that I sent Marty, and we have not revealed what these are yet. I'm hoping he is enjoying it.
Oh yeah, I'm
I think he
absolutely
is.
enjoying it. Yeah, I'm thinking too damn hard. It's a problem.
So let me ask you: do any of these taste like you would expect Irish? Like you're gonna drink that and you're gonna say that's Irish?
I think the first one maybe.
Because that was when I sent hello again whiskey friends of flight, they said only one of them they would have actually drank said yeah that's Irish. Outside of that, they would have had no freaking clue.
Yeah, I told you that one until you said was it 3? Maybe 4. I can't remember. One of them you said something about it, and I was like, yeah, I can see that because I was getting the oak notes on 4. I guess.
Yeah.
I think on 1 on the palate, I think I would know that would possibly
see 1. I wouldn't think 2 for me. That I'm like, yeah, that's Irish.
Okay. That doesn't start. Let's see. Yeah.
I would say that's Irish and a certain brand.
You said what on 2?
On 2.
Yeah. Okay.
There are certain, I mean, just like bourbon, Irish, for especially people who are big drinkers, same as bourbon. There's some DNA that you get where you can kind of tell something is the same brand. That Jameson triple triple that I reviewed yesterday, that one, if you put that in a line, I mean, I could tell that's still Jameson. It tastes very different Jameson, but it's still at heart, it still tastes like Jameson. So there's some cologne. There's a
Okay.
kind of like a burnt brown sugar note that you could typically tell it's a cologne, say with Ecklenville.
All right.
Bushmills, I kind of get a little bit of like a mineralic note because of the water they use. So it's just like with you guys when you're like, that's turkey, or oh, I know that's brown Foreman. Like,
is there Heaven Hill in there? Yeah. I freaking love Stacy to finish on 2.
On 2.
I'm gonna move that to 105.
And I'm holding off my opinions of these.
Oh yeah,
I do not want to influence you whatsoever. Oh, there you go, Kilco.
That's right. Thank you, Ben. I'll take anything you say is pretty. Had fun with Ben.
Ben, how are you doing?
Ben had a good stream Friday.
I got to see part of it, and I think I fell asleep.
What happened with all the tacos, Ben? That's what I want to know. Was that Tommy Two Toes that sent over 100 tacos?
He sent him 100. Holy crap!
The mini tacos, and they came in like a pizza box. Yeah, it's you have to go back and watch it.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch that, Ben.
Crazy.
I like watching Ben stream. I like joining in. I wasn't able to this week.
3.
Hey, Ben Demon Hunter. It is good to see you. Ben, you'll have to go back and watch. I actually was talking about you in my stream with Shane McCarthy from Two Stacks, because I was talking about getting the Canadian Smoke and Mirrors maple syrup, and how you helped me find a place that I could ship it to the hotel I was staying at when I was in Banff to haul that sucker back across the border in my luggage. Shane was quite impressed to the lengths that we are willing to go through to get his whiskey. Just replenished my red breast cask strength. Brian, which one did you get? I still have B121. I've got about half a bottle.
I'd have to go look and see what mine is. I bet mine I've had for 4 years at least.
Oh, I've had mine for a little bit.
I
still have about half a bottle.
Where's the date? Is it tax stamped or something on it?
Right on. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, in that label?
Yeah, it's right there.
All right, let me go look.
My camera's not really working. But yeah, it tells you the batch and the year.
B121.
Okay, so you have the same one I do. You have B121.
Okay.
That was a pretty good one. They've improved. So around B119, they really started to get crappy. And then B121 and further, they started to get better. I've heard the 23s and 24s are really, really good.
Huh. They're on the shelf a couple places here. When we came over here to Raleigh before we moved here, we were kind of just feeling the place out, and I stopped in some store. I don't remember where it was, and that's the first time I ever saw it on the shelf, and it was $100, and I bought it.
Yep.
Of course, it's not anywhere near that now, but
you can find it for 100. I don't think it's gotten much higher.
I bet it's 139 now here.
Oh, it's not that here. I don't think it's
crazy.
That here. It's so they've okay. You B123. You one of the real good ones.
Let me
check what it is here. So they've finally realized that people have hit a ceiling for what they're willing to pay.
Mm-hmm.
And supposedly their pricing is supposed to start coming into more in line with EU pricing.
Okay.
So that's why you're starting to see discounts on things like The Redbreast PX is marked down to like 130, which is still kind of too high, I think. But um, yeah, it's on sale for $100 here now. It's only usually 110, but the 12 years back down to $65. Now the 27 is still stupid at 800
They still got the damn. It's sold out, but they have the Redbreast 27 listed for 500. The ABC board in Wake
because
County,
it's sold out because I don't have to change it.
and then Redbreast 21 is at 500.
R21 is 350. Now we
Really?
still have some stupid things like the Redbreast Missouri Oak is 200. Guys, it's very, very good. Very good. It ain't 200 good.
I'm not finding this. See here, red.
It's just, but if you find dusties of those cast strengths, especially like the 17 pre, those are worth grabbing. Those are totally worth grabbing. Yeah, that one's a really good one, Brian. Oh, Forlorn Hope, thank you. The time between Burns Night and St. Patty's Day is for Irish drinks. Cheers. I would agree with that. I will tell you, I did celebrate Burns Night last night. I said National Irish Coffee Day in the morning, Burns Night at night. So I was drinking the Glenmorangie, and then I hit some SMWS bottles that I have. But you made me think, days till St. Patrick's Day. We are at 50 days till St. Patrick's Day. I've got some good streams planned, especially the day before St. Patrick's Day. I live stream, and we're doing a single cask St. Patrick's Day. So right now I'm scheduled to have Jason from Mash and Drum and Leanne from Scotch on the Bayou, who's actually going to be live streaming from Scotland because she's going to be in Scotland around that time. So she is hauling samples of Irish whiskey to Scotland. She better be sneaky. They might kick her out. But it's gonna be a hoot. I've got some real special
Leanne.
stuff.
Great.
Oh, Leanne's a sweetheart and a half.
Yeah, she is. I didn't realize I didn't follow her on Instagram today, and I fixed that. She popped up there, and I was like, "Really?"
She is so knowledgeable about Scotch. We need some more Johns on here with Grains and Piper.
Yeah.
I streamed kind of early. I don't know if they're where we at. Oh, you have it. See, there you go. You have a B117. That's a good one. That is a good one. Oh, Blue Spot. Blue Spot. Hold on, I could tell you.
Love 4. Damn it.
I have one that I found for $95 in State College, Pennsylvania. It is so here's the thing about the spots. Yeah, it's 150 here. They have not come down, and you're not going to find it on the shelves. It's hard to find still, but they have not figured out the whole thing with the spots. The spots are still ridiculous. So Irish distillers have started to create some kind of designations between their three big brands, and Redbreast is firmly in the middle as far as pricing. The spots are still through the roof, and then Powers, Johns Lane, and the Powers brands are the lowest. Which means great. I mean, you can get a good deal on some Powers, and Powers solid. But it also means that the spots are always going to be through the roof. I can tell you, if you are in a state where you can get alcohol shipped, then you can actually order a red spot cheaper from Ireland and have it shipped to your house, cheaper than you can buy it in most states. Kind of stupid. And I think that's why you're going to see some of these prices kind of shift a little.
Yeah, I mean, like if you look at Octomores and stuff like that on Whiskey World, it's the same way.
Yeah.
By the time you throw shipping on it from England and get it to the States, I mean, you're talking up to $10 to $25, $30 in savings most of the time.
Yeah, that's same with Red Spot. It would be about $30-$40. John's Lane is great. John's Lane cast strength is really good too. Unfortunately, that's an Ireland exclusive, but if you're in Ireland, if you know somebody going over there, you can readily find John's Lane cast strength, and it's worth picking up. And it's only like 100 euro, I think. Think of it. 2 bottles of Blue Spot went for 60 pounds each in a recent auction. It's around 90 pounds of whiskey shops at the moment. Yeah, you can find it in Ireland. I mean, I went into Friend at Hand, Cool Running, in downtown Belfast, and I mean, they had Gold Spot, the Gold Spot 13 and Blue Spot. So you can find it over there.
I saw
Funny that was the same with everything over here. Hey, Ed Williams. Cheers, y'all. It was good to see you, Ed.
You know why Patrick Mahomes wears number 15?
No.
Because every time he gets touched, that's how many yards they add to the end of the play. I thought that was pretty damn funny.
I did see a joke that said, who are they playing today? The
Buffalo.
Buffalo. I heard a joke actually last week that said that the referees had assessed a 15-yard penalty for roughing the passer in anticipation of the Bills game next week.
Just go ahead and get ahead of it.
Just go ahead and get ahead of it. Yeah.
Yeah. God. Ugh. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
Let me tell you, we got 20 minutes, and I want you to talk about these for me. So
okay,
I've got them ranked, and I've got what I guess are half-assed proofs.
Okay, so let's start with the one that we're keeping out of the mix.
Number 5?
Okay. Number 5. So this is a peated one. What do you think the proof is?
104.
So it's actually, okay, gotta get, like I said.
It's probably cheaper than that because the Pete's now kind of kicked it down, but that's all right. It's not going to be way bad.
It's 116.
Okay.
So this actually is a single malt. Okay. This is 2 stacks. This is Polaris 3.1. This is a peated single malt that has been finished in red ice wine casks.
Huh.
You see in the bottle how kind of a reddish color.
Got the blue for ice. Yeah.
So this is it's a special bottling they do. This is Great Northern single malt. This is 9 years, I want to say. 5 years. 5-year single malt.
Okay. All right.
So red ice wine cask was your first finished. Okay. So out of the main 4, which one was your which one was last out of these 4?
I think 1.
1. Okay. This one might actually be my favorite of those. So this is.
I said $90, 108 proof.
Clonakilty.
I'll be damned.
Single pot still. This is, you did nail it. This is a virgin oak finish.
All right.
So this one is, let me get the ABV. What'd you say the ABV was? Or the proof?
92.
106.
Okay.
So this one, the entire maturation has been in virgin American oak. So that's why this is a single pot still and has that dark color on it.
Wow.
And I love the heck out of this. I actually think the nose kind of reminds me a bit of like a Woodford double oaked.
Mm.
And that is Clonakilty single pot still, so that's their own distillate.
Okay. Single pot.
It should be. You should be able to find some Irish in Glasgow. You really should, Chris.
You said it was what proof ABV?
It's 106 proof. It's 53% ABV.
All right, I had 108 written down.
Cool running. I don't think so. I think it cast strength is an Ireland exclusive. I heard they're just going to do new batches every year. It's what they said last year when they released it. I got a couple of them. I've given a couple as gifts, so I know it is still. You can still find it over in your neck of the woods. I think they had it at duty free at the airport, but I was in kind of a rush at duty free. All right, so what is your next one? Next in the list?
Number 4.
Number 4. So number 4 is from one of my favorite distilleries. This is actually
these are hard right here. From these next 3 are
these 3. So this is a blend of pot still, malt whiskey, grain whiskey. This has been finished in an Oloroso sherry cask. This was actually an exclusive for the tour I went to. So the Whiskey Bus tour. These bottles were made specifically for that tour. This is Dunville's 1808. So this is a lot of sherry finish maturation, which is why you're getting that kind of burnt note. It's kind of like pencil shavings.
Sugar jam.
Yeah.
What's the proof?
This one is 92. This is 46.
All right. I said 93 for some stupid reason. It's about weird.
93 is pretty freaking close.
Yeah,
It's
but
pretty good.
I mean, how many of them you gonna find are 93? That's just
Yeah, well, none in Irish because we do it by ABV.
Oh, right.
So,
What I'm thinking there.
but the color on that is freaking nice.
What's the price on that one?
The price on this one, oh, you're asking me to think after I drank a whole lot of whiskey. I think it
Over 100?
actually, no, you know what? I'd have to check because this bottle is actually free to anybody on the whiskey bus. It is still for sale. I think it's 65 pounds. I think they do still have some of these. So if you are in a state where you can get them, yeah, they still have it. It's 55 pounds. So somebody who knows better than me could do the conversion. It's
62, 63 bucks.
Yeah. For this bottle, plus shipping because it's in Northern Ireland.
Yeah.
But yeah, we each participant got a bottle of that, and then I think we picked up another one. Hey, John Krantz. Cheers to you. It's good to see you. Biking Bourbon, how are you doing? It's good to see you.
That's really
We're finding
good.
out what Marty's favorites are here.
Yeah, that one's killer. And then we'll go to
It's
number
good.
2.
So my friends that were on the bus with me have already ordered multiple backups of that bottle.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
For 55, yeah.
Yeah. That's a no-brainer.
It's crushable. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that leaves 2, number 2 and number 3. I think number 2 will be second place.
Okay. So this would have been probably my 4th.
Okay. I've got it at about 106 proof and $100.
It's also 92.
Damn.
It is $250.
Wow.
So what you are drinking is a Redbreast 18.
I figured I said Redbreast a minute ago, and I was like, nah.
You're right. It tastes, yeah. That's what I mean. I kind of tried to give you a little hint because it does taste like Redbreast.
Doug and Fred let me try that one time.
Yeah. So this one is Oloroso Sherry Bourbon Cask Maturation Cream Sherry Finish.
All right.
So your number one fave.
I've got it gassed up to 116 proof, $105.
Okay, wait. What proof did you have?
116. Let me go back to it.
Yeah, go ahead. Hey, Joe, the sample guy. Thank you, sir. Cheers, y'all. Hit that like.
Nah, it ain't nothing like that.
Let me know, guys, if you've had anything from any of these distilleries. Let me know. I know some of you guys have had 2 stacks. I know, like the Dunville's regular 1808, you can find in the U.S. I kind of like it. It's a nice cheap bottle. I would splurge and get the Dunville's 10 myself. If you've got the option of getting both of them, I would get the 10.
I got it down to 103 proof. I don't know. I got cooking spices, had a little Scotch nose for me, vanilla cake. Definitely a little, I don't know. I get something off the pot still, maybe.
You've had one of these, Ben. I think you've had one. I think. Only one of them was here last time you were here. Hey, cheers, Pecker House. Thank you for joining us. All right. So, Marty's favorite. So, this actually is 132 proof.
Are you serious?
Yes.
God almighty, I had it at 116. I wasn't even close.
You nailed it, though, when you said it was hot.
Yeah, I thought it was spicy hot, though.
Definitely is hot. I got the pleasure of visiting this estate and this distillery when I was in Ireland. Fiona and David are lovely. They're going to be really excited you picked us as the favorite. It's one of my favorites. I was really excited they still had this bottle, so I could get a backup. So this is Short Cross Distillery, and this is a rye and malt.
There's the spice.
So this is malted rye, malted barley,
Yep.
cask strength at 66% ABV, 132 proof. And freaking gorgeous color.
How much is that bottle?
Oh, it was under 100.
I got 105 written down.
It was under, no, I think I paid, it was probably closer to 85, I think.
That's worth every penny of it.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, there's a reason I got a backup of that one. I love it. I absolutely love that what they're doing. They're making some great gins, some great poutines, and some nice whiskeys. They have a rye and pot still. So it's pretty cool. So unfortunately, they are not available in the US yet. However, if you find yourself not just in Northern Ireland, but if you're in the UK, I assume you could probably find it in the UK too, especially if you're going to London. Some shops in London might have this. I think Umbrella Project carries Short Cross. So
Going back to one again, I like, the Clonakilty. It's good.
I like
really
it.
good.
It's so this is their own distillate. The entire maturation in virgin American oak. This was a whiskey club pick. So Stories and Sips Irish Whiskey Club. So that was a club pick. It's not available anymore. So I really am glad I snapped up too.
It's dark as I'll get out in the bottle.
But yeah, it's different. And honestly, like I said, on the nose, I immediately started getting almost like Woodford double oaked, not super oaky bourbon, but if you put this in a lineup with some lightly double oaked bourbon, I think it would kind of fall in.
Yeah, I can see that. This would be like, is this one of them that you're talking about, like it'd be hard to guess Irish, or do you think it's pretty distinct?
I think on the nose it would be hard to guess, but on the palate, I think you could tell it was Irish.
Yeah, I can see that now.
The Dunvilles, because it's so heavy sherry, and especially the two stacks. Those are a little harder. The Redbreast freaking drinks Irish all day long.
Yeah, that's good.
I mean, that one you can definitely tell. The Short Cross, I tell you what kills it for this one. It does drink like an Irish, except rye is still not used a whole lot in Irish, and you don't get that many this proofy. This still is the highest ABV Irish that I own at this 66. I've got some two stacks that are 63, 65, but that Short Cross still is the highest one. Tomorrow will be so fun. Yeah, Brian, this is the one I said I was going to get you a little pour of that one. That's their own distillate, single pot still, virgin oak maturation. I'm going to pour more of that. I freaking love this one.
Show me, when you get done with that, can you show me number 4 again?
Number 4 is this Dunvilles, and this is their 1808, but this is their 1808 that's been finished in an Oloroso sherry cask.
That was what I didn't write down. Was the
sherry. I don't know if they put no, they don't have anything on how long. So this is a blended whiskey, pot still, malt and grain, and this was a special bottling done. Although they are doing special finishes of these 1808, so you can get like an Oloroso sherry finish. Now, I think you might be able to get a Palo Cortado too. So that's the Dunvilles. Dunvilles are known for being sherry bombs. I'd sent Hello Again Whiskey Friends one as well, and they're known for kind of that little bit of that pencil shaving note, because they do a lot of maturation in their sherry casks. And usually that pencil shaving note's a dead giveaway that it's a sherry finish, especially if it's something that's matured in sherry, because it's a giveaway when you leave something in a sherry cask for a long time.
Yeah, that's that sherry finish. I didn't get the sherry note, but I just kept going back to
it's more It's
It's
more
weird.
jammy for an Oloroso. Because I've got red breast so, and that's Oloroso, but I get more of like a marzipan note on that.
Yeah.
And this one is more jammy. It's a lot more fruity.
Yeah, I love that. I like that.
I have
That's like I
that
said,
for
2, 3, and 4 were just toss ups. I mean, they're all fantastic.
yeah. So
I think the Red Breast 18. I mean,
hanging. That's the one I said kind of was like pipe tobacco
yeah,
because it's jammy, it's rich, it's got a little bit of kind of a burnt note to it. So it reminds me of like a real good pipe tobacco.
mm, back to 2 now. The 18.
So I'm going to tell you the one that would probably finish last in this lineup for me
Okay,
is that one.
18.
Yep, I'm not a fan.
You've told
So
me, maybe you've said it before, Stacy, but is there not good and bad batches of that?
no, it's the only one. So I had the red breast Christmas cake that was a cream sherry finish that was done for Middleton
Okay,
Barrel Club. That one was freaking unreal. That one
okay.
reminded you of a trad pot, like a Gilby's pot still with them. So it was real oily, real viscous, real spicy. This is
Okay.
not that. The problem is this is dialed down for mass appreciation. And you lose all of those great notes. And I mean, it's if you're, a huge, massive Redbreast fan, and I don't think you're gonna be horribly disappointed to have this in the lineup, but it just kind of fell flat for me. It
It's
just
not.
it doesn't have what I want in it.
It's finishing hot pepper now.
I don't get that. I do get, and it says it like has some fruit and some orange. I don't get orange out of this at all. I get the chocolate, I get the nutty. So I'm happy that
Yeah,
in the lineup it is different, but
yeah.
I don't know that it's worth 250. I mean,
Well,
I
there's
don't, I,
plenty.
and that's just where we are now with
Well,
Redbreast.
you've got. I mean, Hellfire. We've got 4 others here that are possibly better now, right now, than that.
Every one of the bottles out are cheaper than that Redbreast.
Yeah.
Every one of them. And you
I mean,
can get, I mean, you can get some cast strength stuff even in the States. I mean, you can get some cast strength stuff for cheaper than that Redbreast.
yeah. That's really. I mean, it's good. It's good, and it's got a great long hot pepper finish. And I can see that's the one. I mean, you were talking about maybe trying to pull some leather nutty notes.
I do
And
get the leather on that one, yeah.
yeah, and
But
it's
I
just
get, yeah, I get like hazelnut, almond. I just don't get a lot from that cream sherry cask, and it's disappointing. That was the thing. I mean, again, if you'd never had that Redbreast Christmas cake, you'd probably be okay with the 18. It's just for the Redbreast is getting to the level that for the prices, you're better off getting a single cask. So for around the same price of this 18 year, well, no, I paid a little bit more, just a little more. But I got an 18-year-old Redbreast single cask from Friend at Hand. And that's an all Oloroso sherry finish, and it's phenomenal. And it's cast strength.
okay.
So it's just different.
Yeah,
Dunville's PX is freaking, yeah, I love Dunville's PX. Yeah, I've had different Dunvilles. It depends on the Dunvilles. I've actually got a PX finish that is really good. I've got a Palo Cortado, and I've got a 20-year Palo Cortado that drinks like, hot cinnamon candies. And then I got a 21-year that drinks like traditional Palo Cortado. It's like
hmm,
those Danish almond butter cookies. So nobody does sherry finishes like Dunville's. If you're a sherry finish fan, look at Dunville's. We have the
huh.
10-year in the US, and online you can get a lot more.
Brian says 20 year sherry.
Yep. I have a 20, a 21, and a 23. I have a 23 Palo Cortado single cask from Dunville's.
Was those all things, Stacy, you had to special order, I guess? Or
No, a lot of them I picked up in Ireland. My friends, outside. I can't get anything shipped to Ohio, being a control state, but my friends outside of here that I see all the time can, and they'll order things and ask me if I want to add one.
Mhm.
I brought back 42 bottles from Ireland. I was there 6 days and visited 7 distilleries. So
Yeah.
we were not thirsty coming home. And then I picked up 2 more duty free on the way back. Yes, third suitcase. Let me tell you, it's just bring empty suitcases. They know. They don't care.
Well, you can only put 3 bottles in a suitcase, can't you?
You pay for more than that. If you buy duty free, I mean, you can buy quite a bit at duty free, and they don't give a care. Especially what time it depends on what time you're traveling in the airport. They don't want to fill out the paperwork. Not for freaking couple bottles of whiskey that you're drinking. That's not worth the trouble.
Huh. Interesting.
And if you fly in and out of Dublin, Dublin is very, we actually have U.S. embassy there, so we can just roll right through customs.
Yeah.
My friend rolled up for that tour. They said, "What are you here for, whiskey?"
Huh.
He's like, "What?"
Duh. Here we
We're
are.
staying here just long enough to get on a bus and drive up to Belfast. That's the other thing that people don't quite realize, that I've had to tell people about traveling to Ireland, because Northern Ireland is a different country. And they said, well, you have to go through customs at the border and go through that hassle of immigration. And I'm like, no, it's like driving from Ohio to Indiana. There's a sign that says, welcome to Northern Ireland.
Oh.
I think there's a toll. You have to pay the toll to drive on the highway. That's it. It literally is it. Just Google to show you meaning your shirt. What part of Pug Mahone don't you understand? These are available from my shop if you go in the description.
Then I have the 10-year 46%, but Stacy sent me the cast strength.
Yes, I did. I sent Eric was kind enough to share some Kilhoman with my husband. Eric sends me so much scotch for my husband. He is so grateful to Eric.
Yes, he's a good dude.
And so I had to send Eric back some samples
with Eric last weekend.
Yeah, and I sent Eric I sent him that 10-year cast strength. I sent him I think it was a 20-year, Eric? I can't remember. Will Short Cross and when will Short Cross and Cologne distribute to the US? Hey Nate, how you doing? So I got good news and bad news. The bad news is Short Cross does not have a plan yet for distribution outside of Ireland. However, Cologne is about to become widespread available in the US. California already has it. Kentucky has it. It's been spotted in Nevada. It's going to be in, I believe, Wisconsin, Illinois. It's going to be in Ohio. It's going to be, I think, Virginia, New Jersey. New York already has Cologne. So there's going to be a lot of states where you're going to find Cologne available. You could subscribe to my Patreon. If you don't want to join for the paid Patreon, I completely understand. Some people just don't have it at the time, whatever your reasons. I'm totally fine with that. I will still post when I have a complete list of states. Or you can go back and watch the replay of my live stream last week with Shane McCarty from Two Stacks. He lists off all the states, and every state Two Stacks is in, Cologne's going to be right there too. So you'll be able to get that Cologne rum and raisin, that 55% ABV, and I think it's only like $65. It's a really great deal. Yeah, double bag for clothes, leaves an empty suitcase. Yeah. Let me tell you, I did that in Colorado too. There were like 5 of us that flew into Denver Airport with an empty checked bag just because we were hauling back Talnua. And those poor TSA people, like, probably, what in the flip's going on here? Oh, thank you. Yes, the 20-year. Okay, so I sent you that 20-year PX finish. That was that Belfast Whiskey Week. That was a single cast for them. Why is streams?
I don't know, man. You got me.
Marty's a machine, man. Marty can hang. Hey, T. Rob. Cheers to you. Cheers to you. Yes. Bourbon Neophyte picked up a bottle of Cologne on Friday there in Las Vegas. And you need to let me know when you're planning on open that. I'll have to join you. And I did share with the people at Cologne, Anthony, that you'd grabbed that and that was your first bottle of Cologne. They were really excited about it. Use the hotel pillows to help you get your bottles home safely. I have the air pack sleeves. I usually have a few of those anyway. But I bought a pack with the little pump and you can just
Oh
carry
yeah,
that. Yeah, I toss that in my luggage. It
that's
works
what I
like a
do when
charm.
we
It gets them
go
back just fine.
to Mississippi.
I've never had any issues.
So can you just pay the overweight? Is that what
Yeah.
it is?
Yeah, just,
How much? I mean, like, what were you looking at paying? Just curious.
I think it was like it was an extra like $7,500. And I'm like, that would cost me that to ship it.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah. No, they don't. When you're checking it, it doesn't. They don't give a care. That whole like 1 liter per person's kind of. They don't really care.
Oh, really?
They want the duty on it. You just, and the thing is, you report it. Say, I have this many bottles in my luggage, and depending on what airport you're flying into and the time of night, they might charge you, and it's not that much. Or they might say, I don't feel like doing the paperwork. Go ahead. Most of the time, it's B.
Go ahead.
I've only had one person actually have to pay it, and he said it wasn't that bad.
Well,
oh, you're going to open it next Sunday? I'll tell you what, Anthony.
When we go to Mississippi, there's all kinds of shit down there, K Luke's and stuff like that, and picks, and hell, I end up going to UPS and shipping my own stuff. But
Anthony, let me know if you're free. If you want to come on my stream earlier, I'll send you some samples of some cologne, and we'll drink those, and we'll open that bottle. Then on your stream. If you're busy, that's good too. I'm gonna.
Giselle, I'll tell you what. Tune in tomorrow night, and we'll show you one.
Under 100. Let me tell you, you're gonna get this in Massachusetts. This is not the foolproof. This was a special one, but this is going to be in Massachusetts and it's going to be, I think it might be there already, 55% ABV, and it's $65. It's Cologne single malt rum and raisin. They finish it in PX casks and their own dark rum casks, and that is going to be in Massachusetts. And that one's, like I said, $65 for 55% ABV. And it's really freaking good. I love Clonakilty single barrels. These private barrel select bottles. Irene Tan store. Irene has several of them, and she does amazing picks.
That's what we're doing.
And those are all cast strength. Those are all under 100.
Do we know proof that? I mean, I know Brian doesn't want to tell us anything, and that's fine. But did he tell us proof of these, or we don't know? Probably won't.
We don't know. Yeah, bring an extra suitcase. Eric, you get a hold of me too. I'll also let you know some secret tips. Oh, yes. All right. I'll get some stuff out to you this week.
Stacy, before we get too much further, what I want to do is I want to get a blind together for you, and let's do the same thing in the next month or two.
Yeah, I would love that.
Because I think me and Rob did it with you maybe a year or two ago.
You did.
And then that's when we found out you liked that Penelope Architect. And I sent you that Penelope Architect.
You realize how many bottles of Penelope Architect I've bought since you sent me that bottle?
Really?
I'm up to like build 9.
You need to get, what's the one I just got?
I'm the biggest Penelope Architect fan.
Yeah, that Penelope Estate collection. I've got the 8-year, I think it is. Holy hell, I've already drank half of it. I got it.
I'm stalking OHLQ for Havana. I want Havana. I'm the biggest Penelope fan now.
All right.
Well, I have you on here before we cut out. I'm going to do Patreon giveaway real quick, if you don't mind, Marty.
I'd love that.
So Patreon giveaway, guys, I've got everybody on the list. If you're paid up through January, I'm going to give the Patreon giveaway winner in honor of my guest last week, 2 stacks. You're going to get a flight of rather than 5 samples of 2 stacks Irish whiskey. I'll include this special one. This was their Polaris 3.1. That was their very special cask that was finished in red ice wine casks.
Yeah, that's good.
I'll throw a bunch of that. I have a bunch of 2 stacks. So I'll throw that in there. You know what? I might toss a can of whiskey in there too. Or a bunch of cans. Let me see if I can do this share screen thing because it's all different now that I'm on my Mac.
Nope, totally blind.
Oh, there we
Blind.
go. Okay, it's working.
Let
All right,
me.
so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good luck, everybody. All right, Northwest Bourbon. Congratulations, Mark. You are going to be getting a flight of 2 stacks Irish whiskey. I know Mark will like that high proof.
Oh man, Stacy said she's already posted it. I just dropped it in this.
That's all good. No, I
Yeah.
pinned it at the top of the stream, but that's
Oh,
okay.
it's pinned. Okay, that's the YouTube at the top, guys. Yeah, for tomorrow night at 9
Yes.
Eastern.
Tomorrow
So,
night, 9 o'clock. We're
I
going to be
sent that
doing
email,
the
so
Clonic Guilty
everybody
pick.
should have the link now.
No, Brian told me nothing, but if it's a Clonic Kelty private barrel, those are typically cask strength. So I'm expecting ABVs in the 50s.
Okay.
The only thing he would tell me too is that they do, as I know, they do some different finishes. So I'm excited. Like I said,
Yeah,
I
me
couldn't
too.
get anything out of Sean Scully from Clonic Kelty. And I'm like, what that dude, we're bros, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're Team Irish Whiskey. Give me some hints. And he wouldn't. He wouldn't. He wants me to be surprised for it. So hey, Whiskey Shaman, cheers to you.
Well, it'd be, I don't know what time it is there. Are they 8 hours ahead?
They are 6. They're 6 hours ahead. Well, Sean isn't in Ireland though. Sean's in Portland. He's in Portland, Oregon.
We need to send him the link.
He would probably, if he's available, he would jump on screen with us.
I think that'd be a great idea. You've got it.
I love Sean. Sean's the nicest guy.
Just move it on if you want to.
All right, I'll send it to him. I'll send it over to him and ask him to if he's available. I mean, I know he'll be in chat. Otherwise, I think it is hitting Texas, Nate.
Yeah,
I think it is hitting Texas.
Brian. I talked. Yeah, me, Stacy, Jason, Mash and Drum. Yeah. Josh from Stuff and Whiskey, Katie and Ethan Turk from Drifting Drams. Me, Stacy. Who am I? Big Vic.
Yeah,
I think that's it. Yeah, that's going to be a good one. We're going to really, because we're going to have time to break it down between all of us. We're going to see which one comes out first. And second.
I'm excited to have an Irish whiskey pick.
Yeah, me too. Lord.
I think it's going to be easier moving forward. I think because Clonic Kelty's already in the U.S. I know Two Stacks is about to have a big U.S. presence, so I'm really excited about this one.
Well, it's I kind of speak for Stacy knows what I'm saying when I say this, and Brian's in chat. We're going to work out the details on where everybody can buy it, on how we're going to release it. We're not sure yet. We've got to work out the overseas to the mainland. Here.
That's the tricky part, yeah.
Yeah, we're trying to get that worked. We will get it worked out, but we don't know a time frame, but we're going to figure out something. So I guess the best thing to do is, if you're a member of one of those patrons, that might be your best bet.
Yeah. Oh, Brian says he has that covered with Sean. Yeah, I know Brian and Sean have been working in the background on
for tomorrow night, letting him know that we're doing okay.
Oh, I think. Okay. Yeah, I think that's what he means.
Okay.
Is it prejudice to say I hate the Chiefs? I'm rooting for the Eagles myself.
Man. You know what? I don't dislike anybody on that ball club. I'm just sick of the hype. I'm sick of the freaking.
I'm a big college football fan, so I get it because I'm sick. I mean, I was tired of Alabama.
Me and Stacey love the same team, so I just extremely
Rocky Top.
Yep. I got my shirt on, by the way.
I cheer for the Buckeyes, but that was the one game when Tennessee rolled into town. I was not cheering for the Buckeyes. I was decked out in orange. And I could have gone to that game. It was cold as crap.
Well, NC State here played Tennessee and Charlotte, and Kurt and everybody's like, "Hey, you all want to go?" And I was like, "No, I really don't."
I used to have season tickets to Ohio State football, and we went for years, and we tailgated, and I've been to a game in Ann Arbor, and I could have gone. I'm kind of, I wanted to go really bad, but after the shellacking we took, I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of glad I watched from my basement. Have fun, rank them, and the rest will follow. Yes. I'm excited. Clonakilty makes some
Let
amazing
me
whiskey.
let me say let me. I'm sure I asked Brian, but every time I talk to him, it's late, or me and him both have had 15 pours or something. But let's say two of them are absolutely moonshots. Can we do two? I mean, we've run into that with picks before, and some people, which I'm not, Brian. I know this is all you, but I'm just wondering because if they're that good, we're going to sell them. I just okay,
Oh, okay.
game
Or maybe
on.
I don't know if do you have to buy a full cask? Can you do like, because I've been on picks where you do half a cask.
Yeah,
And I guess it depends on the size of the cask too. I mean, if they're in a bourbon barrel or if they're in a sherry, but I mean, that's quite a big size difference.
Brian told me, yeah, to be determined. He
Do be
told me the
determined.
yield that he thought these were, but I can't remember. I think it was,
Sorry, Brian. This is 5 freaking pours of whiskey later questions.
yeah. But this is my first taste of Clonakilty tonight. So
You've never had Clonakilty?
I'm telling you, I don't, unless it's you or I don't know where, but I don't get any good Irish.
I don't think I've sent Clonakilty to you
Not
before.
before.
I've got several. Honestly, like I said, we've got 3 of the private barrel select bottles in Ohio. You can get an imperial stout finish, rum finish, cognac finish, along with their core lineup, and they're so freaking good. They're all a substantial value for the money, and it's because they put in big flavor whiskey, higher ABV, and it's always just a really good deal.
Well, and from talking to you and Brian, classy people there for sure.
Oh yeah,
At the
Sean
distillery.
is
Sorry, at the distillery.
Sean. Yeah, I've worked with several of them now. They did an event here in Ohio, and so I obviously talked to Sean a lot. I've met um Poor Cool, who's their main person, they're Oshimokehi, who's their master distiller. So I've talked to all of them. They're all great people. They're all very passionate about what they do, and they appreciate people trying their whiskey. They absolutely love that. So I'm excited to get more of their whiskey in people's hands.
I just I need more Irish. I just don't do enough. I don't know, man. I get so caught up with what I do for the channel that it just takes a back seat, and it shouldn't.
You're one of the ones who I've got like a
No.
handful of probably 10 people that run across Irish whiskey and text me a picture. Hey, is this any good?
Yeah,
It,
and I don't know
nine,
what to do. Yeah,
99 times out of 100, I've already had it and tasted
yeah.
it and can actually tell you. It is rare. Usually bourbon runs across a couple that I'm like, flip, I have never heard of that before. But hey, David Bass, cheers to you.
I'd like that. I tell you what, I've got an Irene Tan Scotch, Glen Scotia, that uh, Mr. Great Shot dropping the link there for.
Mhm.
Yeah, thank you, Mark. Yeah, hopefully Nancy's feeling better, and we can do that Tuesday because we want to talk family and Tanager. Sorry, but yeah, if I see something that I'm like curious about, I'm like, Stacy, what is this? Or I'll send her
Yeah.
the price, and she'll be like, I love it. Well, I don't love it. She'll say
Yeah.
too high or pricey, and I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah, that's,
I'll let you know if
oh
if
yeah.
it's not worth that.
Especially when I see stuff in cabinets and stuff like because what I'm really shooting for is Stacy's like, holy hell, I don't have that. I need that. Get it for me. That's what I'm shooting for. But of course, we had, you know,
I've got a lot.
I
It's
know.
that's
Well, that's okay. I do too.
somebody got me a birthday present and they're like trying to pick Irish whiskey. I'm like, you're better off picking me a bourbon because
Yeah, I know.
I
Yeah,
have all the stuff here.
give her
I
give
work with
her a
some of the
call back.
brands, so
Yeah, I can't wait. I know exactly what I'm sending you. I can't wait after we've talked about. So
I'm
it's going to be
excited.
such a mix.
So
And
Brian, it's funny you mentioned that. So I gave my husband and his buddy once for Christmas the ancestry.com DNA thing. And I did mine as well. And I actually took a second one through 23andMe because it said I was like 25% Irish. And I'm like, that's wrong. It doesn't know what it's talking about. And I set it into another company and it came back the same. I'm like, son of a bee. up here. And I started actually looking, and I'm like, okay, now I get it. Yeah, because my family was in England, and then went to Scotland, and then went to Ireland. So yeah, apparently, yeah, that is true. I'm 25% Irish.
Well,
My husband's like 75%. But
I am. I did. I got 23 in me for, was it Christmas last year from Jenny, and I'm like 82%.
yeah,
I mean, but goddamn, my last name is,
yeah, your last name is
I'm
Mom.
all
Yeah.
over. And then you know what though? It's funny. My dad, we've talked about it a couple times. He goes, "Do you feel like shit that you don't really do any Irish much on your channel since you're Irish?" And I'm like, "Well, now that you bring it up, yeah, I kind of do." I don't know, but no, I love it. I do. I think Stacy, my problem is, and I've talked to Greg McDonald about this a bunch, and I
Mhm.
know Anthony. We've had a discussion when we do Scotch nights. Is our availability in stores sometimes just isn't good.
No.
I mean, either you got red breast 12, 15, and maybe the cash strength, and then you've got yellow spot, green spot, and then you go to 25-year Middleton or something. It's like there's no like
Well,
Clonic.
we were that way for a very long time, and it took, honestly, it wasn't even Ohio. It took the Irish organization that's over food and drinks, Board Bia, coming into Ohio pushing Irish whiskey in. And that's really where the momentum came from. And now we had, as of last year, we had 26 new brands introduced into Ohio. And I mean, some of those aren't probably gonna fall because they haven't really sold well. Although I think
Mhm.
what I've explained to some of the Irish brands like Two Stacks, like the thing about when you come into Ohio, they're gonna bring you in with a lot of fanfare, but it's gonna be up to you to keep that momentum. So you really have to kind of remind people that you're on the shelves when you're in a state that is 90 miles from freaking Kentucky and you're trying to sell an international whiskey. So you got to get out there and do a lot more to get the name out and to get the whiskey out there. This Friday, for I don't know if anybody on here is in the Central Ohio area. I'm doing a JJ Corey whiskey tasting at the historic jury room downtown Columbus. It's one of the oldest businesses, one of the oldest buildings in the state of Ohio. So going to be some really good JJ Corey whiskey there. And it's events like
Is
that.
that
I mean, there's
available
there's
there
stuff
for
coming
you?
up for
Are
what's
those
that?
bottles available for you,
Yes.
JJ Corey, in your area, or are you having to
They're all
source
available
those?
within the yeah, they're all available in the state of Ohio. We've got like eight
I may reach
offerings.
out to you and get you to get me a good one time, just because I know how
Uh,
much you love it, and I've seen you review them a
I
bunch, and
could
I
do
just
that. That's
yeah
that's the good part about being an independent brand ambassador. I can work with the brands I actually like and the ones that I don't. I could just no, thank you.
yeah.
So, and she's got some good stuff. She really does, and she did a lot of single casts for Ohio. So there's some
Something
interesting
else I
stuff
want
out there.
to do, I think, and I'm part of a cigar group with Ed and Vic and
Mhm.
all the guys and Katie and Ethan, that I think we need to introduce a little more Irish into that group now that I've had some of this, especially this what was the last one?
Oh, the two
Oh,
stacks.
the ice, the red ice.
Yes.
Yeah.
I actually sent I've done cigars with Bobby Bourbon Battalion and Zach,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
and I've sent them some Dunbills. And
Okay.
that went over really well. I also have a WD O'Connell 5 year that's been finished in an Amontillado cask. And that's a different kind of sherry cask. That was a little bit peated. That went really well. That was my pick with cigars. That thing was freaking killer with cigars.
Yeah, because this is a lot of these are kind of hitting the spot
I
when I
just
think
I
about
love
that.
I love that once you step away from your red breast and your big brands and try these littler brands, try the Clonikelty, try Two Stacks. They're kind of opening up what you think of when you think of Irish whiskey. They're flipping changing all the rules.
Now you may frown on this, and it's fine because I am going to call you the expert. Don't say you're not. You are, but I've got a is it Fighting 69?
Yes.
I've got a barrel pick of that that my buddy passed away 2 years ago. That,
Mhm.
that was one of the last picks he did, and I think it was like $60. It might have been
Mm.
cheaper than that. I don't remember, but
Mhm.
I love that bottle. I think
I
it's
love them because the actual Fighting 69th, so part of the funds from that bottle, or from the regular Fighting 69th, also goes to the retirees from that brigade. And their mascot is the Irish Wolfhound. So they march in the New York St. Patrick's Day parade with Irish Wolfhounds.
yeah. This
And
was bottled in
those
21.
are Irish Wolfhounds are close to my heart, so I'll always love Fighting 69.
Jesus. Now, there was only 300 bottles out of this, but which is a lot. But this was bottled in 2021. Where's the ABV?
300 tells me that is not a bourbon cask. That is probably a sherry butt or hogshead.
80 proof. This is it right here.
Okay.
And all the info's right here for
Well,
the
actually, no,
B&B
that's
package.
a bourbon cask because if they proofed it down to 40, that means they had enough to do 300.
Let's have some. Shit. This is special because my man Thomas, this is, I don't know if he did anything else Irish wise. I mean, it's light and everything, but I loved it.
I'm excited about doing an Irish pick. I'm happy to bring you guys, more connections about Irish picks.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea
This
because
is
it's not.
one of the I will tell you. So one of the things that actually kind of blew me away when I went over there. So I went over there and I know distilleries that I've talked to and distilleries I haven't. And I walked into a couple of those places and I'm introducing myself to people. And it was so weird. They're like, yeah, we know who you are. Like, holy crap. That blew my mind. But they appreciate people being over here pushing Irish whiskey. So I'm happy to hook you guys up with any connections I have over there for Irish whiskey. Hopefully, we're going to be getting more of it over here. It's just, it ain't like I tell people all the time, guys, it ain't cheap getting whiskey from Ireland, Scotland over to the US. It's a very expensive process. Um, even in the EU, you have to pay a whole lot of tax on it. So it gets a little pricey, but if we can get it's going to be good stuff. You guarantee that. Yeah, Irene picks. Irene picks are freaking baller.
Yeah,
I only have a little bit left of the My Sharia more. I've drank the other Irene picks I have.
Irene's killer is way up there where I can't
Oh,
reach it on purpose.
she's got. So
Yeah, on purpose.
Bourbon and I are actually working on a stream and we're trying to get some availability with Irene. Irene sent me samples of some of her Irish picks. So I'm gonna have her on. I'm so excited to talk to her and find out exactly how she got into Irish picks. That's gonna be so much fun. Marty, what do you have coming up on your channel? Because I hear you have Nancy Fraley coming up.
Yeah, me and Nancy, we've been going back and forth since about Thanksgiving. She's been sick. She's had COVID a few times.
Oh crap! No.
She's been, and of course, when you have COVID, you can't trust your taste and smell very well.
No,
Even
no.
if you don't lose it, when you're dealing with that kind of money palette, that you
Yeah.
can't do a lot. And I talked to her Tuesday of last week a little bit in text, and she's still feeling rough. And we were going to try to go live last Tuesday, and she told me she thought she could this week. So hopefully we can do that. I think I'm excited to have her on. And I told her, I said, listen, Nancy, this is not going to be a Nancy Fraley. What am I trying to say? History of whiskey live stream. We know what you do. We know but we just want to talk about that Tanager Still Austin bottle.
Mm-hmm.
This is, I guess, series 1 or whatever they want to call it. And there's more to come. And just, I want to talk to her about, what was her base on building that blend. I want to talk to her about, what finishes that they have that she's looking at kind of to do other things with that may go into this batch 2. And just, I don't know. We're just wanting to literally just talk about that. But I'm
Hey,
really
Top Top.
but I'm really looking forward to 9 o'clock tomorrow night because I'm just grateful
That's gonna
Brian's
be so much
included me in that
fun. Thank you,
because I
thank
think
you guys for including me. I am
well,
very grateful, and I'm super excited about it. I'm
but yeah,
wondering
like
what barrels he picked. I was talking to Brian about trying to bring him back because he was sweating it. He's like, I've got all these samples in my luggage. I'm like, they don't give a care. They're like, dude, I brought back 42 bottles. Trust me, they don't care. It's not the big
yeah, no, I
the
get
big
it.
headache in Ireland in Dublin airport. They know people are bringing whiskey back from Ireland. It's a big tourist thing now. It's a big they're kind of doing like Kentucky's doing with the bourbon tourism. They're doing with whiskey tourism. There actually is a new Irish whiskey hotel that just opened up today in Derry, Londonderry, and Limavady is behind it. So I'm we're like I need to go back over already. We were just there, but I got to get my husband to Scotland first. I promised.
Mm.
So that's
Yeah,
going to be a great street. I tell you what, Nancy is the one that taught me about saponification
yeah,
because I said I had some really good Cooley source whiskeys, some single malts, and it tasted like soap. And she's the one who taught me about saponification.
yeah. Nancy, when I talk to her, like Mr. Great Shots here, and Mark is one of the
Oh, hey, Mark.
Mark is probably the go-to guy when it comes to Still Austin stuff because
Oh, yeah.
not because he's just so close, it's because when he gets it, he breaks it down. He tells me, "Hey, Marty, this Nancy pick is special. This regular cast strength rye is just staying. It's perfect all the way across the board. It's consistent. I love the influence that Mark has with me when it comes to Still Austin, and I just it's fun for me. That makes it fun, especially when you got somebody that can break it down that knows what they're talking about. So Still Austin to me is just it's totally, and I speak for a whole lot of people, it's totally
Love
changed
it.
perspective on Texas whiskey.
Yeah, it's in another ball game. I love it.
Yeah,
Hey, Donald.
hey
Cheers
Ben.
to you. So, Donald, that was great because I'm actually about ready to wrap up because Anthony's live now,
Yeah,
and I want to go over
Anthony's.
Anthony.
Yeah,
So, next week, it sounds like I'm going to get a flight out to Bourbon Neophyte, and he's going to join me on my stream. I'm going to send him some cologne, and then we're going to hop over to his stream and crack open his new bottle of cologne rum and raisin. On the 16th of February, I have got Matt from Whiskey Crusaders. I've got a flight actually already boxed up, ready to send to him, and I'm calling it um a few of my favorite things because it's some of my favorite Irish whiskey distilleries. So I'm really excited about that. So March 2nd, mark your calendars. My guest is Donald Rance. We will really try really hard to pay attention to chat and not just completely hijack the conversation. I'm so excited to talk to Donald about Irish
I love
whiskey.
Donald.
Oh my gosh. I am
I
so
love.
excited
I
about
can't
it.
wait to
We're
get
going to go
Nancy
down the
on
rabbit
the
hole.
screen.
Usually when me and Donald start talking, nobody gets a word in. So with me and him on screen, it should be pretty good. And then, like I said, on the 16th, it's scheduled right now, as long as these two people's calendars don't change because they're both very busy individuals. March 16th, I'm doing a single cask St. Patrick's Day. So I'm putting together a very special flight for Jason from the Mash and Drum, Leanne from Scotch on the Bayou. Leanne is actually taking her sample flight, her blind sample with her to Scotland. She's going to be in Scotland at the time. Hopefully, they don't kick her out for having some Irish whiskey samples in her luggage. And we're going to be celebrating St. Patrick's Day. So, thank you guys all for joining me. Marty, thank you so much. This was so much fun.
Oh, it was great. Thank you for introducing me to stuff that I've never had and learning about each bottle. That's exactly what I wanted to accomplish tonight, and we did it. Thank you so much. And like I said, I'll
I
get
love
this.
it. I love that I found some stuff you'd love to.
Yeah, I mean it's like I said, it's so dry here. Unless I just make in half the time, I don't know what to order. But yeah, this is great.
You got
And I'll
friends in
get
low
this.
places.
We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this bourbon stuff in the next
Yes.
few
I'm
weeks.
excited. I
Yeah.
love trying new bourbon.
It
I
may be
love it.
6 or 7 samples, so you better be ready.
I'm ready. Game face on. Let's go. Rocky Top.
That's right. You'll always
All
be.
right, you guys make sure tune in tomorrow.
Yep.
Whiskey Nose, 9 p.m. we're going to be doing Clonakilty barrel pick. Make sure you guys don't miss out on that. You guys have a good rest of your Sunday. Go check out Anthony Bourbon Neophytes live now, and we'll see you guys next time. Sláinte.
Cheers.